Now baseline session for 3. That won't go. And back out of there with it comes Shalom. This is Lexi Poe into the front court. This is Girls Division 2. Down the lane, that runner no good by Brooke MG. Gets her own rebound back. That shot no good from Hoover, and finally rebounded by Grace. Session into the front court. Down the lane, leaves it on the baseline. That runner is good by Kai Clemens. And it's 13-2. Up it comes for Lexi Poe. Fires from the free throw line. That rattles off. Rebound underneath. Put back up no by Brooke Coons. And now on the run comes Session. 2-on-1 break. No look pass. Boy, that was pretty. And the layup by Kai Clemens again. 15-2. Boy.
I tell you what, they just go after you.
The Eagles scored so quick. Off on the wing, Poe with it. Back up top to Brooke MG. Try to go right side, now spins back around. MG down the lane, forced head up, that wouldn't go. Taken away by Ariana Romney. Head on the break, Clemens down the lane, pulls up, fires, no good. Rebound in the post for Lexi Poe. Poe gives it off now for Harris. Far side for MG. Brooke holds back over near side for Harris, fires and scores. So Lydia Harris with the bucket. Now a 15-4 lead for Grace. Session in the front court, coming up on 3.5 minutes to go in our opening quarter. Clemens back to Session. Now a 3-ball up top. That's no good from Romney. Gets her own rebound back though. 3 on the wing. That's off the mark from Session. And that carries out of bounds. 15-4 is the lead for Grace Brethren. Shalom plays it in against full court pressure from Grace. Lauren Staines flips it across. Now down the floor. Runner off the back iron. No good by MG. This is deflected out of bounds. And it will be Eagle basketball.
Well, Paige Hoover had a chance to put 2 on the board. He had a nice little short shot there. Didn't fall for her.
Between these two teams, they've lost 1 game this year.
Really?
Grace is 22-0. Shalom was 20-1 at the time of these. Now that's changed a little bit. Obviously, this tournament and probably a few games before that. But at the time that this was made, yeah, they lost 1 game in between them. Lydia Harris on the run, and she'll lay it up and in off the turnover. And it's 15-6 Grace. Session swings it across. Now baseline to Brown. She'll force up a shot. No, but we do have a whistle and a foul. That will go on Shalom Christian's Brooke Coons. That's her first, team first on Shalom. To the free throw line for Grace goes Jordan Brown. Brown's free throw is no good.
Well, Grace gives you a shock right off the bat. I mean, they just, once they hit 10-0, you don't even know it. Hey, is that your girl that did it before down there?
Could very well be. Second free throw, that's off the mark. And back up with it comes Shalom on the run. Down the lane, MG dumps it down in the post on the wing. 3-ball, that banks off, no good by Paige Hoover. Rebound to Hoover in the corner. Goes back on the wing. That pass thrown away, and it will be Grace basketball here. So Addie Session to walking up into the front court. 2 minutes to go in our opening quarter. In the lane, runner there is good. Ariana Romney again. It's a 17-6 lead for Grace. And a whistle and a foul in the backcourt. First foul on Grace. And now Shalom to bring it up into the front court. Lydia Harris off on the wing for Poe. Back out front to MG. Brooke. MG works right side. She lost it. Now back out Harris for three. That's around and out. Rebound inside. Put back up and in by Paige Hoover. 17-8. Now the lead. As
she going to do it for us?
That shot missed on the outside. Put back up and in for Janelle Gatson. I think she missed one, though. I think it's 19-8, but I think she is going to do it. So that'll help us out a little bit. And we have a timeout to Shalom. 19-8 is the lead for Grace Brethren here with around 54 seconds to go in our opening quarter. Take a break. Back with more from the NCSAA National Tournament in just a minute. Off the inbounds, the runner won't go. Rebound on the inside, put back up, no. And we have a whistle, a foul, and count the bucket. As the foul on Jordan Brown, that's her first, team second.
Brooke Coons
yes.
At the basket.
Coons with a chance at a three-point play here.
Oh,
and that is off the mark. And Grace will bring it up. 19-10, the lead for Grace here over Shalom. Three on the wing, off the mark by Session. That carries out of bounds, and it will be Shalom basketball. And it comes now for Harris. Lydia Harris into the front court. Down the lane, throws that up.
Hard.
No. Rebound, tip back out. Now baseline jumper. That won't go as we get down toward the closing seconds of this first quarter. Runner is good. Good hustle back by Ariana Romney. Full court pressure here from Grace. Should be 21-10. The lead, the three at the buzzer. That will not count. And at the end of the first quarter,
she's going to check it out.
21-10 is the lead for Grace over Shalom. Take a break. Come back with your second quarter in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament. Start of quarter number 2 as Grace plays it up. I go over on the wing to Session. Trying to work back far side for Clemens. Pass in the middle to Brown. Now Session out top. Nice little crossover dribble. Can't get the shot to go though. And the rebound down low to Shalom. Back to the way. Harris on the run. That won't go. Rebound put back up and in by Brooke Coons. And it should be 21-12. I think the scoreboard is throwing her off because it's not each bench like it was before. I think she started doing it the opposite way now. As back out on the wing, working baseline with it is Clemens. Good pass on the inside, and the bucket from Jordan Brown.
Nice pass, a 360 by Jordan, and she put it in off the backboard.
23-12 is the lead now for Grace Brethren. Back out front it comes. Along the wing, little 10-footer won't go for MG. Rebound put back up, no. Tipped away and now claimed by Session. Session back into the front court, little crossover, gave it up in the floor. The runner, no good by Romney. And now back out on the run comes Harris. Lydia down the lane, throws up that runner. This deflected out. And now on the run, the layup good.
Well, you
from
get them,
Ariana Romney.
You get those girls out in the run, they're gone, aren't they?
To back up with it, that ball passed to the far side. Picked up there by MG. And then it's knocked out of bounds. And it will stay with Shalom here. All right, so 25-12 is the lead for Grace. This rattles around and off. And the Eagles will bring it back up. Session into the front court. Trying to work baseline. Now swings it back out top. Long 2. Make that a 3 is off the mark by Romney. And back up with it comes Shalom. MG swings it out front to Lydia Harris. Her runner in the paint won't go. And now taken back out by Grace Banfield. Or excuse me, by Addie Session. Session on the wing for Romney. Tried to work baseline, nowhere to go with it. Now they'll spin it back out front. Holding there is Session. Works on the wing for Clemens. Swing it back around. Session for 3. That banks off, no good. Rebound put back up, no. This knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Grace.
Janelle Gadsden got a rebound and had a chance to put it back in. Couldn't get it done. Out of bounds it goes.
He comes along the baseline, the Session. Got a step and lost it. Picked up underneath and laid up and in by Jordan Brown.
Boy, Jordan so quick.
Session back the other way, down the lane, fires and scores.
Once Shalom got through that initial attack, they played pretty consistently with them all the rest of the way. But boy, they sure got machine gunned that first few minutes.
So Session brings it up. 27-14 is the lead for Grace. Jumper on the wing won't go as we approach 4 minutes to go in the half. On the run down the lane, that layup is good by Brooke MG. And it's 27-16 now the lead for Grace. Back over the near side, it comes for Clemens. That jumper off the mark. Deflected away, picked up along the baseline. And we got a whistle and a foul down low. A foul on Janelle Gadsden. That'll be her first, team third. 27-16 is the lead for Grace. Shalom to play it in against full court pressure. Now up front, that ball is loose. Now picked up by Hoover. Swing it back over near side. That ball off the mark from Paige Hoover again. And now up with it comes Grace on the run. Romney up that left wing. Dribbles it back out. Gives it to Session. 15-footer. That's good.
Made it.
Natty Session with a nice looking jumper. 29-16 Grace. MG into the front court. Tries to work right wing. Now back out front. They swing it across. Hoover with it. Down the lane. That runner is good.
Nice drive down the middle. She got about 3 feet inside the free throw line and got the little roll on it.
So Harris with the bucket. It's 29-18, the lead for Grace Brethren. Down to 2:40 to go in the half. Omni back to Session. Now right side. That shot won't go from Jordan Parker.
Brooke Coons with her 4th rebound.
That knocked out of bounds. We got a whistle and a foul on Grace. That will be on Jordan Parker. That's her first, team 4th. Now Shalom to play it in. Back right side is MG. They swinging across for Hoover. Now they'll back it out. On the wing, MG for 3. That rattles around and off. Rebound put back up and in. Underneath by Brooke Coons.
5th rebound, and she got points beside. Not bad.
29-20 is the lead now. Session trying to dump it underneath. That's stolen away. Out on the run comes Shalom. That pass broken up. Now back underneath and going up the glass and scoring is Brooke Coons again.
Yep.
And it's 29-22, and Shalom making a run here before the half.
They kind of got off that initial shock, and now they're playing pretty much even up.
Session throws up a shot from the wing. That won't go. Now MG back up with it for Shalom. Down the lane. Runner won't go from MG. Rebound picked up underneath, and Grace Brethren have it.
Janelle Gadsden with her 4th rebound, and there's Session setting them up.
For the baseline, that jumper won't go from Romney. Now back out on the run comes Shalom. We got a whistle and a foul underneath. This will be on Addie Session. That will be her first. Team 5th, and to the free throw line goes Lydia Harris for 2. With Shalom down 7, under a minute to go in the half. Free throw won't go. .52 seconds exactly to go in this first half of play. Free throw
a little too hard.
Go.
Janelle's 5th rebound there.
Now Kai Clemens into the front court.
Shalom in the 2-3 defense.
Swings it back around. Try to go back up top to Clemens. Her runner in the lane won't go. Rebound tap back out. And that's knocked out of bounds, and it will be Shalom basketball.
Well, Shalom can cash in this time down the court. They'll have back to a 5-point game.
30 seconds to go in the half. And it comes for Hoover. Back up top for Harris. Tried to spin away. Back out front to MG. She fires. That won't go. And the rebound off to Grace Brethren. And here's a fast break. Beating everyone down the floor was Romney. And she'll head to the free throw line. That foul on Brooke MG. That's her first.
We should have kept track of how many layups they scored. They've got most of those on fast break points. Okay. They are so quick.
Free throw won't go for Romney. She'll have another one coming.
And they got all the girls about the same size, and they can keep on switching them around. Nobody gets tired.
And that free throw in and out. Under 10 seconds to go now in the half. Down to 5, 4, 3, and that's going to go out of bounds with 1 second left on the clock. Grace to play it in. And the shot at the buzzer is off the mark. So at the end of the first half, 29-22 is the lead for Grace over Shalom. First half scoring totals, first of all, for Shalom, 2 points for Brooke MG, 2 for Paige Hoover. 10 for Brooke Coons, she was 0 for 1 from the line, and 8 for Lydia Harris. She was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Shalom 0 for 3 from three-point range. For Grace Brethren, 4 points for Addie Sessions, 6 for Jordan Brown. She was 0 for 2 from the line. Janelle Gadsden with 2 points, 6 for Kai Clemens, 11 points for Ariana Romney, including a 3, and she was 0 for 2 from the line. Grace 0 for 5 for three-point range. And I'll pass it off to you for first half rebounds.
All right, first of all, for Shalom, we had Brooke MG with 4 rebounds. Grace Benfey had 2. Paige Hoover, 3. Lexi Pope had 3. Brooke Coons had 6. And Lauren Staines 3. And Lydia Harris 2 for a total of 24. 24 rebounds for Shalom. For Grace, Addie Session had 5. Jordan Brown had 3. Jordan Parker has 1. Janelle Gadsden had 5. Ariana Romney had 4 for a total of 18. So Shalom out-rebounded Grace 24-18, or by 6 in the first half.
And 29-22, the lead for Grace at the break. Take a timeout. We'll come back with your second half in just a few minutes. You're watching the NCSAA National Tournament. Start of our last half of day number 2. 29-22 is the lead for Grace. As down the lane goes MG. That won't go. And now picked up by Janelle Gadsden.
That's Janelle's 6th rebound tonight.
On the baseline, runner there is no good, but we have a whistle and a foul. So that will go on Shalom's Brooke Coons. That will be her second, team third. To the free throw line for Grace Brethren is Jordan Brown, the first one off the mark.
You say team third?
Oh, I was looking back at the first half. It's team first.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, how do we get the team third already?
That would be miraculous. Second free throw off the mark for Brown. Rebound to Grace, and then they lost it. So now back the other way comes Shalom.
Brooke Coons' 7th rebound that time.
Lydia Harris off now to MG. Trying to work right side, splits the double team. Along the baseline, jumper there by Poe, goes off the side of the backboard. Rebound put up and in by Brooke MG, and it's now.
Man, it's getting close.
I think it's supposed to be 29-24, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They got it backwards down there.
So 29-24 is the lead now for Grace. In the post it goes. Little runner there is no good. Rebound put back up, good in the foul. So the bucket by Jordan Brown. So it should be 31-24. Okay, I think they got it.
They took our little girl away, huh?
I think it's correct.
Yeah, because they just made a basket.
They just switched it around. So a free throw there is off the mark. So back up with it now comes Shalom on the run. Harris can't get that to go. Rebound put back up, no. And Grace out with it. Ahead is Janelle Gadsden. Launches it ahead to Romney down the lane, and she missed the layup. Rebound Romney back up, no. But she will head to the free throw line. That foul on Shalom's Brooke MG. That'll be her second and team second. Free throw here is around and out. And Ariana Romney will have another one coming. Free throws have not been a strong suit for Grace so far in this one.
No, their outside shooting period has not been, for any distance, has not been really good.
They are now 1 for 9 from the free throw line as Romney makes that. Inbounds, now comes Lydia Harris at the floor. It should be 32-25, correct? Or 32-24, I mean.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we're going to have to start keeping track of it, I do believe. Runner along the wing, that won't go. From MG, that put back up and in. That's a nice little play underneath.
All right, we're
by Brooke Coons.
So we're at
should be 31 or
31-24.
I'm gonna have to. I'll figure it up in a minute. Off on the wing it goes. No, Romney, I thought she was gonna pull the trigger on that. Down the lane, 3 ball on the right wing. That's no good from Session. Back the other way comes Shalom on the run. Down the lane, that's no good. Ball picked up underneath by MG, and she'll bring it back out. Off to Brooke again. She fires and scores. So it's 28. Shalom has 28. I got to figure up Grace here in a moment. On the baseline it goes. Little runner won't fall. And we got a whistle and a jump ball. Possession stays with Grace.
Okay. Let me see if I can get this back over here straight where I can get it.
Should be 32-28, I think is what I have.
Grace, 32-28.
And I'll add it up again the next time out, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 3 ball on the wing. That won't go by Romney. And the rebound down low to Shalom, and they'll bring it back up. Around 4.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Again, we cannot see the scoreboard, so that's part of the problem here. Jumper along the baseline, rims around and off, so we don't have any idea what the clock says. We just have to try to keep it ourselves. And the scoreboard is a flip board, but if anybody gets off, then it makes it a little bit interesting. So
yeah, we're just trying to figure out where we're supposed to be now. So far, we've got a score 32-28 Grace. Grace.
Harris up the far side. Now back out to Lydia. Swing it back over. MG fires on the wing, and that's good. Little 10-footer for Brooke. And Grace will bring it up, leading 32-30, I believe. And we have a full timeout on the floor to Grace. 32-30, they lead it. Going down the stretch here in quarter number 3. Take a break. Be back here in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. On the baseline, it goes for Grace out of the timeout. 32-30, and that sails out of bounds. And I think Nate's got us figured out here. It's been all kinds of interesting. So 32-30 is the lead for Grace. Shalom in the lane. 10-footer won't go there for Harris. And now taken away by Addie Session.
Yeah. Janelle Gadsden gets a rebound. That's about her 7th rebound already tonight.
Sessions 3 is off the mark. Now back in the wing it goes along the baseline to Brown. Right to the free throw line. Session to Brown. That's a nice play.
Pass.
Good looking pass. Good finish from Jordan Brown.
Yeah, that was Addie. Put that little pass right over the initial defenders and got that easy shot for her.
34-30. Jumper on the baseline won't go from Poe. We got whistle and a foul down low. Foul on Grace. Jordan Brown, that will be her second. And team first this half on Grace Brethren. Free throw, no good. And Brooke Coons will have one more coming. Second one is good. One out of two for Brooke. Back the other way comes Grace. 34-31 the lead for Grace now. And we got a whistle and a double dribble. As Grace will bring it up again. Or excuse me, Shalom will bring it up. Harris along that baseline. Hoover back out to Harris. Swings it over for MG. Look, baseline for Poe. Now back out front as Shalom being patient here. Brooke MG out front, 3 on the wing. That's short out of the hands of Lexi Poe, and the rebound put back up and in on the inside.
Well, I tell you, Brooke Coons has just been a mountain under there. She's grabbing everything in the vicinity, it seems like. The only one that's given her a lot of trouble is Janelle Gadsden.
34-33 is the lead now for Grace. Off on the baseline, it goes for Romney. She fires. That won't go. Rebound tipped out. Tracked down by Clemens. Now back to Session. Come near side. That's deflected out of bounds. And it will stay with Grace here. Session off the inbounds pass. Now underneath. Shot no good, but we have a whistle and a foul on the inside. I believe that's on Paige Hoover. That would be her first, team third.
And that was Jordan Brown there getting a rebound, putting it back up. She didn't make the shot, but she did get 2 free throws out of it.
Free throw is good. And Jordan Brown will have one more coming. Second one, that's good. So Brown with a pair, inbounds pass deflected, picked up by Harris. 36-33, Grace leads. Harris into the front court. Dumps it back across for Brooke MG. She lost it. Now out on the run comes Ariana Romney. Down the lane, Romney off the glass and scores.
She went right over the top of Jordan Parker.
38-33, and we have whistle and a foul in the backcourt on Grace. That's Kai Clemens picking up her second and team second. So now it comes in the backcourt. Picked up again by Harris.
Grace
trying to work left side. Now in the post, a little 10-footer is good from Brooke MG. And it's continues to get a little closer. And on the other end, a little runner is good. In the post, loose ball, and it goes out of bounds, so it will be possession Shalom here. Okay. 40-35, the lead for Grace. That jumper misses in the corner, now tracked down by Shalom. Down to around 30 seconds to go in the third. That 3-ball off the mark for Hoover. Rebound underneath, and we got a whistle and a foul call. Foul on Grace. Jordan Brown will pick up her third, team third as well. Into the lineup for Grace comes Ariana, or comes Alexandria Robinson for Romney.
Oh, put it on
and
the
a long
book.
2 in the corner is
Number
good
10.
From Lexi Poe as we come down to the last few seconds here in quarter number 3. 40-37 is the lead for Grace. Session out front. Working left side, fires along 2. That won't go. Rebound underneath, put back up, no, and that'll do it for the quarter. 40-37 is the lead for Grace at the end of 3. Come back with your fourth quarter in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So start of quarter number 4 as Shalom gets the ball first, trailing by 3, 40-37. Lydia Harris back across for MG. Now Poe with it. Swings it over along the baseline. Jumper no good by Harris. And the rebound down low to Grace.
I tell you what, when it gets to outside shooting, these two teams, they got to have a very, very low percentage.
Underneath, runner no good, but we have a whistle and a foul on the inside.
Somebody needs to get Shalom people in front of Grace people underneath and deny the pass instead of letting them get it and then have to foul them to keep them from making the bucket.
Lexi Poe with her first, team 4th. Free throws coming up here for Janelle Ganson. First one is no good. Second free throw is good. So Ganson 1 out of 2. It's now a 41-37 lead for Grace. Back the other way comes MG, spins back around, now out front to Harris. Harris will back it out, works top of the key. Along the baseline, that jumper won't go from Hoover. Cleared out underneath by Janelle Ganson.
Good job by Janelle blocking out in that side and getting the rebound. And once again, since they've started shooting those outside shots, Shalom, they've not made much hay lately.
So Session out front. Now brings it off near side for Clemens. Back to Session. 6:45 to go in the game. 41-37. 3-ball is good. Triple in the corner for Ariana Romney. First 3 of the game for Grace. They're now 1 of 9. That makes it 44-37. The lead for the Eagles. And that's Harris off the left side. Baseline for Poe. Harris again fires. That won't go. Rebound tipped and taken away. Out on the run come the Eagles. Romney pushes it ahead. And we have a whistle and a traveling violation, and it will be Shalom basketball. Harris up the left side. Let's swing it back over for MG. Back far corner, 3-ball for Lydia Harris. That wouldn't go. Rebound tipped back out. Collected again. Runner along the baseline, no good. And now finally taken away by Kai Clemens. Clemens on the run, dumps it back down, and the layup good by Ariana Romney. And we've got a whistle and a full timeout to Shalom. 46-37, the lead for Grace. Right around 5:45 or so to go in quarter number 4. Back with more of this girls matchup in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. Now back out front. It comes for Paige Hoover out of that timeout.
No.
3-ball in the corner. Good!
Oh,
Triple for Lexi Poe. That's the first outside shot that Shalom has made,
this
I
half,
think, for most of the game. They might have made 2 about or over 15 feet. But hit it when you need to, and they did. 46-40. The lead for Grace. They had the ball in the front court, too. We're approaching 5 minutes to go. Good pass on the inside.
Nice.
Ariana Romney with the bucket off a nice look from Janelle Gadsden. 48-43 ball in the corner. That rims off, no good. And Grace will bring it up.
Yeah, Jordan Brown pulled down that rebound off the hands of Shalom.
Session, baseline feed, 3 ball. That won't go from Romney. Rebound tipped out on the run comes Shalom. Harris down the lane. No, but she will head to the free throw line. A foul on Grace Brethren's Addie Session. That's her second. Team 4th this half.
Got it.
Free throw here is good. Harris with the second one. That's off the mark. And now back up with it come the Eagles. Pass on the inside, picked off. Back on the run. Down the lane, runner won't go from Lydia Harris. Rebound put back up, no. Now tracked down by Brooke MG. 4:15 to go in the game. 3 ball in the corner is off the mark. Now back on the run, Sessions, she lost it. Harris down the lane, off to Brooke MG. That shot wouldn't go. And the rebound collected by Ariana Romney. And we got a whistle and an official's timeout because I believe Janelle Gadsden's shoe came off.
All right, here we go.
Under 4 minutes to go, 48-40, Grace leads. Shalom back to that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, they're staying in that zone of theirs. So far, it's worked very well for the most part.
And we got a whistle and a foul on the inside. As this will go against Grace. Janelle Gadsden with her second foul. And team 5th. Harris into the front court. Off to Hoover. Baseline feed to Harris. That shot good in the foul.
Do that again, please.
The bucket and the foul. Foul is on Janelle Gadsden. That's her 3rd. Team 6th. And Lydia Harris trying to complete a 3-point play and can't do that. It's missed, but rebound put back up. No, put back up again. No, but foul on the play. This will go on Grace. Kai Clemens, that's her 3rd, team 7th. And now 2 shots for Lexi Poe. First one is good. 48-43 Grace and a 30-second timeout to the Eagles.
I'm sure that's right. I thought it was 48-44.
I'll take a break. 48-43 is what that score says. Going down the stretch in the 4th. Just about 3.5 minutes to go. We're back here at a moment. .44 is the official score. As to the free throw line goes Lexi Poe. And it's now in and out. And back up with it comes Grace.
There's Shalom in that defense, that 2-3 defense.
Up by 4. shot off the mark. And now Shalom to bring it up.
Yeah.
Down to about 3:15 to go in this game. 48-44, Grace down the lane. Lydia Harris hits a runner.
Boy, she put that up. I don't know how she made that. She did.
48-46.
Come down across that lane and just let it go. She's bringing up her hands, and it went in.
Up to the 2-3 zone again. Sessions out front. On the wing for Romney. Now a long 2 is off the mark. Shalom on the run again. Harris down the lane, gets an open look and lays it in. And Shalom Christian has come all the way back, and they've tied it at 48. Wow, it did not look like this was going to happen in the first 4 minutes. Down the lane, Session with the runner. Wow, that's a big shot.
Yeah, I thought she traveled with the ball, but that was a big shot. She put it underhanded way up high in the air, and it came right straight down through the hoop.
50-48, 2:15 to go. Give or take a few seconds.
Give or take a few.
Lydia Harris back over on the near side for MG. We'll swing it down to Hoover. Down to about the 2-minute mark. Swing it back out. Harris, near side for Poe. Dribbles it out. Under 2 minutes to go now. MG working. Nowhere to go with it. Now throws it back in the middle. And that shot won't go. Rebound, back up, no. And finally taken away by Session. Session back the other way, down the floor. Good little pass on the inside. And the layup by Kai Clemens.
About the time that Shalom makes a run at him, then they turn around and get a couple of buckets, pull away. Oh, there's a nice steal.
52-48, there's a steal, make it 54-48 as the layup by Romney. We're down around 1:15 to go. 54-48 is the lead for Grace. Full timeout. We'll take a break. Back with more of the fourth quarter in just a moment. So out of the timeout, Shalom brings it up. 1:08 to go. 54-48. The lead for Grace. 3-ball in the corner. Rims off. No good. And it ends up falling out of bounds. It will stay with Shalom. Paige Hoover to play it in. 3-ball in the corner. That's no good by Poe. Rebound underneath. And we've got a jump ball. And it will be Shalom basketball with 53 or so seconds remaining. And it comes the middle of the floor. That's up, no good. Rebound, loose ball. We have a jump ball. And it will be possession Grace.
Go back.
Up 6 with under a minute. And it goes far side. Clemens into the front court, now off the Session. Sesson in the middle. Runner there is good by Janelle Gadsden. And it's going to make a comeback very difficult now.
Yep, I took care of them. They didn't get one down there, and they did. It's pretty well sealed it up.
56-48, down to 30 seconds to go. Runner in the lane will go for Lydia Harris. It's 56-50, down under 20 seconds to go now. Runner on the other end is good.
Wow, they can't miss now.
With the bucket, 58-50, and we've got a timeout to Shalom. A 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. This thing all but over. Back here in just a moment for the last few seconds. It comes out of the timeout. 3 ball in the corner. That's off the mark. Rebound put back up. No good. Down to just a couple of seconds left. We have a whistle and a foul in the front court. And that'll be the team 5th. And basically all Grace has to do is inbound the ball here. Just 2 seconds left. And that will do it. So your final 58-50. Grace wins it over Shalom. We'll give you the final scoring totals here. First of all, for Shalom, 10 points for Brooke MG, 2 for Paige Hoover, 6 for Lexi Poe, including 1 3. She was 1 of 2 from the line. 15 points for Brooke Coons. She was 1 of 3 from the free throw line. 17 points for Lydia Harris. She was 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Shalom, 1 of 10 from three-point range. For Grace, 6 points for Addie Sesson, 5 for Janelle Gadsden, including 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 for Kai Clemens, 12 points for Jordan Brown. She was 2 of 7 from the free throw line. 27 points for Ariana Romney, including 2 3-point field goals. She was 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Grace, 1 of 11 from three-point range. And pass it off to you for our final rebounds in this one.
All right, rebounding. First of all, for Shalom, we had Brooke MG with 8, Grace Bonfey with 3, Paige Hoover had a total of 4, Lexi Pope had 2, Kylie Elby had 2, Brooks Coons had 13, Laura Staines had 3, Lydia Harris had 7 for a total of 46 rebounds for Shalom. For Grace Brethren, we had Addie Session with 7, Jordan Brown had 7, Jordan Parker 1, Janelle Gadsden had 9, Ariana Romney had 7, Kai Clemens had 2, and Leslie Young had 1 for a total of 34. So though the rebounding got more close in the second half, Shalom still had a 46-34 advantage, but Grace took the game home.
58-50, they win it, and that'll wrap up our Day 2 coverage from the NCSAA tournament. We're back with you tomorrow for Championships Saturday. 6 more games, all of them championships, tomorrow starting at 9 a.m. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast today. We'll see you tomorrow. You've been watching the NCSAA National Championship Tournament.